My roommate's mom tried to ground me at 23 and take my car keys, so I called our landlord. I'm 23, and I split an apartment with my roommate, Ashley. Her mom lives nearby and still treats her like she's 12. She co-signed our lease to help us qualify, so she has a key for emergencies, and she treats it as permission to walk in. She drops off groceries, does Ashley's laundry, and calls every night to check where we are. Last Friday, I went out with work friends after a rough week. I got home around 11 p.m., just trying to be quiet. I'm sliding my key into the lock when the door suddenly swings open from the inside. The living room lights are on, and Ashley's mom is standing there in pink pajamas with her arms crossed. She has our spare key in her hand, and it's clear she's been waiting for me. She goes, "Where have you been, young lady? It's a school night." I blink at her because it's Friday, and I'm an adult with a job. I say, "I was out with my coworkers for drinks. I'm home now." She steps closer and does a quick room check, then starts lecturing me about responsibility and how girls your age shouldn't be out drinking on weeknights. I say, "It's Friday," and try to move past her, but she blocks the doorway and plants her feet. "Give me your car keys," she says. "You're grounded for the weekend." I actually laugh because it sounds so fake, but she doesn't laugh back. She repeats it louder and points at my car, saying Ashley told her she was worried about me coming home late. I look into the kitchen, and Ashley is half hidden behind the island, staring at the floor, trying to disappear. I say, "Ashley, seriously?" But she won't even look up. That's when I realize she called her mom and let her come over. I keep my voice calm and say, "I pay half the rent. I'm 23. You don't get to take my keys or punish me." Her face tightens and she looks offended. She starts snapping about respect and says she's basically raised me too because Ashley and I have been friends since freshman year. Then she says, "If you want to act like a child, you'll be treated like a child." She reaches toward my purse, looking ready to grab my keys herself. I step back and my patience finally runs out right there. I tell her, "You have 5 minutes to leave our apartment or I'm calling the police. You are not allowed to be in here trying to control me." She explodes and starts yelling that she co-signed the lease, so it's technically her place too, and she has every right to parent us. She's waving her arms, talking over me, acting in charge. Ashley is still frozen behind the island, not saying a word. My heart is pounding, but I decide to end it with facts, not a shouting match, because yelling won't fix this. I pull out my phone and call our landlord right there at 11:30 at night. He answers, groggy, and I feel bad, but I put him on speaker so everyone can hear. I say, "I'm sorry to wake you, but Ashley's mom is inside our apartment, and she's trying to take my car keys and ground me, and she says she has the right because she co-signed." Then I ask, "Does a co-signer have the right to enter whenever they want or control how we live?" There's a long pause. Then he says, very clear, "No, a co-signer has no right to access the unit without tenant permission, and they have no authority over tenant decisions." Then he adds, "If she's there without both tenants okay, that can be trespassing, and this behavior can be harassment." Ashley's mom goes pale and goes quiet. She suddenly starts backpedaling, saying she was just worried and only trying to keep her girls safe. I hold the phone out to her and say, "Please apologize for waking him up." She stammers out a rushed apology right away, and the landlord repeats, "Ma'am, they're adults. You need to respect your tenants' autonomy." When the call ends, the apartment is dead quiet. I look at her and say, "The locks are getting changed tomorrow morning." I follow up, "You are not getting a new key, and if you show up again without permission from both of us, I will call the police." She opens her mouth to argue, but nothing comes out. She grabs her fuzzy slippers from the entryway, pulls the door shut behind her, and walks off without another word. Ashley finally comes out, already crying, saying I embarrassed her mom and ruined everything. I tell her, "Your mom tried to ground me in my own home." The next morning, I paid $200 to change the locks, and I watched the new keys get cut. Ashley held out her hand for an extra copy, then stopped, finally getting it.